MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive post of the start of Game 4.
This is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play less and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Tampa Bay Rays.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, today my spotlight's going to be on outfielder Austin Meadows. When I think of him, I think of one word: smooth. He's so sure-handed out there. Offensively, he's got that pretty swing, and defense, smooth. People, lock in on this guy. He's going to be a star in the making.
Now to the plate, George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
George Springer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Meadows has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
First delivery to him on the way. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with the slider for a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Colin McHugh is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4 and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman. He can do it all. 5 tools. The ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
And leading up for the Rays, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
First offering on its way. He pulls this one into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Batting third, the second baseman.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot too. Leadoff man at third with one down. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Line toward the gap in left center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. He'll get it into second. And he is in there. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Wendell, the runner at second with one away. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's 1 for 3. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And that's the third out. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Tampa. So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Carlos Correa.
Here comes the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
The windup and the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Michael Brantley as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And with 2 away now, let's have a look at our playoff tree. And as you can see, the winner of this series faces a stern test ahead with the evil empire, the New York Yankees, waiting for the winner in the ALCS. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, previous history with Blake Snell. He's gone 3 for 11. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Pham has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0.
And leading up for the Rays, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Slapped hard the opposite way. Reddick is there to put it away for out number one.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. The 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. A ball and 2 strikes.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's totaled 4 hits in 23 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Two out, nobody on. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
First delivery to him on the way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Correa will put this one away, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Tyler White will bat next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. No one can make a play on this one, and the first Astros hit is going to be for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. George Springer is on deck. Reddick leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Here's the 3-2. And that'll miss for ball 4 as this one gets away. Is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Comes set with the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Astros leave 1. They're down 1-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning.
Kiermaier.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
And he popped him up. Correa backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Digging in now, Tommy Pham hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at bat. It's ball 1. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Joey Wendell. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. McHugh gets the sign. Here it is on 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one misses. It's ball 4. So a 2-out walk gives the Rays some hope here in the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Avisail.
Striding in once again, Avisail Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
He's set and the pitch. Line towards center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa, but they're on top 1-0. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Alex Bregman.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Duffy is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Now at the plate, Jose Altuve. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Wow, he must be living right, because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Pitch outside. The throw. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
The 1-0 home. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Altuve takes his lead at third with 1 away. And he misses 2-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Full count still. A man at third with 1 away. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but this will land untouched. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Into the box, Michael Brantley, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Pham is there, No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Houston. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready for another chance? G-Man Choi flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
G-Man Choi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Willie Adames, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Adames, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Soft liner towards short, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin Meadows.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Tampa Bay leads this one 1-0. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Leading off for
Thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Yulieski Gurriel.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
The payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to bat next, it'll be Tyler White. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Stepping in now, Josh Reddick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Duffy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. It remains 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Zunino. He singled his last time up.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball one. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
The 3-1. And that misses ball four now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Digging in, Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at two. Altuve for one. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
In now, Tommy Pham. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the one, but they lead it 1-0. Next up for the Astros, Robinson Chirinos. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball 1-0. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, George Springer, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Striding in, Alex Bregman. 2 away in the inning, and then it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Now in the box, Joey Wendell.
And
it was a walk in his last trip.
The second baseman, Joey.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Avisail Garcia.
Ready for another shot now. Avisail Garcia. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball one. And that misses 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Altuve is calling for it. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. At the plate, Jose Altuve. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
The batter, number 1.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Carlos Correa. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Roll. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Emilio Pagan comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Emilio Pagan.
Standing in now, Yuli Gurriel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Pagan offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
In now, Tyler White, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners are at first and third with none out. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Robinson.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. First offering on its way, and that's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Gurriel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Astros 3, the Rays 1. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He said their at-bats are just way too short right now. Too many of their outs are coming after seeing only 1 or 2 pitches, which is allowing the opposition to keep pitch counts low and get back to hitting without much effort. Going forward, he hopes they can figure out how to make them work a little bit harder for every out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rays.
Leading off the inning, Willie Adames, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball. 3-0 now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The 3-1 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. And this guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Digging in, Mike Zunino. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And he lays off there. 1-0. Zunino, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
The third baseman, number 5.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Hector Rondon takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 30, Hector Rondon.
Digging in once again, Matt Duffy. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
2-0 now. Now the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Pops this one up. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. One left for Tampa, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Oliver Drake has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Striding into the box, Alex Bregman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. 2-1.
1 strike.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Now a swing by Bregman, and a ball hit well to deep left. And that's off the left field foul pole. A home run. It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman. His first homer so far in the series, and the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Stepping in now, Jose Altuve, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under at Meadows, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Carlos Correa.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and the former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. First pitch on its way. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. Two out, nobody on. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. The 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Correa, left field and carrying well. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa, his 2nd home run of the series as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Ryan Stanek enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
In now, Michael Brantley, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Stanek, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Popped up. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Now batting, Yuli Gurriel. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Brantley is off of first with 2 away. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Astros 5, the Rays 1. Stepping up now, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Number 29, Tommy Pham.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in, Joey Wendell hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Ready with the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Avisail Garcia.
Ready once again, Avisail Garcia. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Shot toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Just an absolute laser that time. Screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Your attention, please. Now,
so with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Raymond Boudoir.
Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on its way. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss for strike one. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Up next for the Rays, Willie Adames, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike one.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. This is popped up. Gurriel has got it, and the side is retired. Rays will settle for just the one. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Astros 5, the Rays 2. Diego Castillo enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in for Houston, Tyler White earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
White.
The pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on deck circle. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Moving under at Pham, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One and one to Chirinos. White, base runner at first with 1 out. And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, George Springer, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. First and second now, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
So striding forward now, Alex Bregman. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he fouls this one off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Two left for the Astros, and it remains 5-2. Roberto Osuna comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 54, Roberto Osuna.
Stepping in, Austin Meadows. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some ninth inning magic if they're going to force a game 5.
Meadows.
Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Here's the first pitch. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. That's wide, 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 5.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Here's the first pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in, Tommy Pham. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And a fly ball. And this should do it. Brantley is under it. And start the celebration. The Astros are off to the ALCS.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, it wasn't a particularly long outing, but he really did a nice job of keeping his guys in it while he was out there. That's all you really hope for from your starter.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.